of the goodness of God. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. When my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. When my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after me. Oh, all my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am made, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God. And I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God. I call you Jireh, you're my provider. I call you Nisi, you are my banner. I call you Rapha, you are my healer. Lord, you're my everything. I call you Jireh, you're my provider. I call you Nisi, you are my banner. I call you Rapha, you are my healer. Lord, you're my everything. Oh, yeah, my singing now. Oh, yeah, my singing now. Oh, yeah, my singing now. Oh, oh, yeah, my singing now. Oh, yeah, my singing now. Oh, yeah, my singing now. Yeah, oh, yeah, my singing now. Oh, yeah, my singing now. I call you Jireh, you're my provider. I call you Nisi, you are my banner. I call you Rapha, you are my healer. Lord, you're my end. I call you Jireh, you're my provider. I call you Nisi, you are my banner. I call you Rapha, you are my healer. Lord, you're my everything. Lord, you're my everything.
Now that was beautiful.
Thank
That was
you.
beautiful. I was just standing back there, just watching you. And I'm wondering, how come, is it just me who hasn't met Odartey before? Because my colleagues seem to know you so well. Where have you been?
So I've been around. I've been you know those kind of places where like you are in a particular spot worship leading. I've been worship leading for some time now.
Okay. For how long now?
For let's say close to 6-7 years, but in different places.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I only came out with my debut single last year, and it's taken me some time to come out with it. Basically, my waiting period, my just like a cocoon and a butterfly. Yeah. So
I'd love to hear that debut single. We'll come to that in a bit, but let's get to know a bit more about you. Right. Who's Odartey?
So my full name is Odartey Ashonlamte.
Okay.
I'm a civil engineer by profession. I'm a worship leader, vocalist, guitarist, spoken word artist. Basically, a lot of artsy things.
All right.
I was born here in Ghana. I stayed in the UK for a bit, and I'm back. Yeah, basically.
Okay, so you still do the civil engineering as a full-time job?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what do you have your own practice, or you?
So I work for, let's say, it's my boss. I work for my boss. The company is called Tao Consult Limited.
Okay.
It's at Asylum Down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where do you fellowship?
I fellowship at Hope City, Accra, Hope City Church, Accra.
So that's where you lead the worship?
Yes, currently that's where I lead the worship.
What got you into music?
I'll say it was a calling.
At which point?
So my calling came second year of university. Yeah, and it's been more called as a worship leader, called as a evangelist of the word through music. And yeah, second year in KNUST.
So how did it start? You just picked up a guitar one day and said it?
Okay, so back in uni, I was more like worship leader for a Hillsong themed ministry.
Okay, so you're saying you're a worship leader. I want to know how it all started. So if you could take
like when I started singing.
Yeah.
Okay, I started singing in senior high school. I went to Achimota. I was part of the choir. Sang for my house on various occasions.
So you just felt that, okay, you had a good voice, you could sing, or just join the choir?
Yeah, so at that point, I just joined the choir because, yes, I felt I had a good voice, but then I also wanted to improve.
Okay.
So singing is not, there is no point where you say you are there. So if you listen to anything that I have done, let's say 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, every stage has a different quality of voice. Yeah. So people say your voice matures over time as you continue to use it, as you continue to practice. So yeah, so I started singing off with the expectation of improving my voice because I started doing choral. And let's say at that time, yes, it was for competitions and all that. But then as I entered into uni, I joined actual Christian music groups, Christian choirs.
That was a Hillsong theme.
Yes, a Hillsong themed ministry. And what happened was, so it was, I taught myself how to play the guitar.
Okay.
And it was at that point because I used to watch all these videos and you see maybe the worship leader is playing an acoustic guitar and I'm like, what am I doing?
You should go in with something.
Exactly. I need to be able to be versatile. I need to be able to go somewhere and not to depend on anybody. And it's been a blessing for me. It's been actually very difficult at times because initially you started off learning with the calluses on your hands and it's like, oh, it's painful. And then it gets to the point where because of uni, you didn't have time. But then God has been faithful because after school, he's given me like the biggest opportunities, the biggest encouragement.
Opportunities such as?
So I happened to serve at Hillsong Church in Birmingham in the UK.
Oh, cool.
And I was part of the worship team. And that actually, before then I was serving at ICGC. And so when I went to Hillsong, it actually changed I don't say change my style of music, it solidified it because everybody knew me to be the guy who doesn't sing tree songs. He's always singing rofunyum, those kind of things. But then, one thing about music is, you cannot target everybody. You get it? There is a focus group that you are working with. Like, for example, outside you have elevation worship, you have Hillsong, you have all those people. There's a group of people that their music is
caters to.
Exactly. But if you come here, somebody, maybe you have other styles of music that caters to like these people, you get me? So someone will listen to maybe the songs that I do, like, oh, I don't really feel it. Someone will listen to maybe outside, will listen to a local song, I don't really feel it. But then it's the kind of music that agrees with their spirit.
Essentially, you shouldn't force yourself to do music to serve everyone.
Everyone. Because God has a particular group of people He has called you to. You may not know it straightforward. You get it? But then with time, you realize that my music is appealing to these people. People are, in this aspect, are being blessed.
Yeah.
You get it? It doesn't mean your music because the other people are not being blessed, your music is bad, you get me? But then it's not always, the Bible talks about the fact that He sends His word out and He accomplishes everything that He's supposed to do. So if you are that mouthpiece, the word that has been sent out is for a particular person, for a particular group of people at a particular time.
Tell me about your debut single.
Okay, so my debut single is called No Other Name. I wrote it last year during the COVID season, but then it was just in the midst of all the fear going and panic going around. God just like actually spoke to me to bring out something that declares His name, because there's a song that goes like, I'll praise you in the storm. So in the storm of everything that was going on, there is something that we still should be thankful for, that Jesus Christ came to die for us, that God is there and He'll never leave us or forsake us. So the title of the song is No Other Name.
So this No Other Name, was it just you with the guitar, or there were other instruments, or it was produced, like you go into a studio bringing others on board? Yeah,
so it was actually produced in the studio. The studio is called Bem Bem Studios. And so one thing I believe God does for me is anytime He gives me a song, He actually gives me how the other instruments are supposed to sound. So it was more or less, okay, I need a group of people to play for me. Let's sit in the studio, let's work together. This drum playing, no, I don't like this. This is not how it's supposed to be. This, keys, that kind of thing.
I'm asking because I would want you to perform that, and I'm wondering, are you just going to do it all by yourself, or you have to play?
Yeah, it's not a song that is fully dependent on full instruments.
Okay.
So I can just do an acoustic version.
Okay. All right, so let's go with it.
Okay.
No Other Name.
There's a sound that resonates in my heart. There's a name that changes everything around. It's Jesus. There's a name that causes demons to run out. There's a that causes strongholds to fall down. It's Jesus, there's no other name like Jesus. There's no other name I know. There's no other name like Jesus. There's no other name. There's no other name. cause my heart to turn around. The love of Jesus. There's a God who never changes, a God who's faithful to the end. He holds the world in his hands, and he will always hold you up. It's Jesus, there's no other name like Jesus. There's no other name I know. There's no other name like Jesus. There's no other name. There's no other name. Demons will tremble, chains will be broken. The battle is finished when we call him. The God who fights for us is stronger than armies. There's power in his name. He's the one who broke the grave. Demons will tremble, chains will be broken. Battle is finished when we call him. The God who fights for us is stronger than armies. There's power in his name. He's the one who broke the grave. Oh, there's no other name like Jesus. There's no other name I know. There's no other name like Jesus. There's no other name. There's no other name.
Thank you very much. I love the feeling of being in the presence of the Lord. It just takes me there. Thank you very much, and I'm sure those of us who are watching are also feeling same. Now I've heard you perform this one. The viewers have seen that. I also want them to have a feel of what the actual music is like, and so we're going to play. Let's play a bit of that.
There's a sound that resonates in my heart. There's a name that changes everything around. It's Jesus.
So
There's a name.
this is the one that was put together in the studio, which has all the other instrumentation. What's next for you, Odartey?
So I'm working on a couple of singles and a couple of collaborations. Currently, I am doing a lot more on YouTube.
Okay.
Posting videos. Yeah. So
videos of songs that you performed. So
yes,
that,
covers,
yeah,
covers,
okay.
and then I have not started posting original content on yet, because I would rather record those and then have the videos.
Okay.
So yeah.
You haven't done a video for No Other Name?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't.
All right. Thank you very much. We're going to end on, we're going to play the No Other Name, the one that you have on your YouTube channel. So we're going to play that. But thank you very much for coming. I wish you the very best. You were talking about the collaborations. Quickly, who are you collaborating with?
No.
You want to hold on
I'll
to
hold
that?
on to that.
Okay, you wanted to give us a scoop. Okay, but thank you very much, Odartey, for coming. And thank you all too for watching the AM show. It's been great having you, myself, and Nimwa this week. Next week, we're back with more on the AM show. Nemeze is the name of the game now. All right, so we're leaving you with No Other Name, as was done in the studio by Odartey.
There's a name that changes everything around. It's Jesus. There's a name that causes demons to run out. There's a name